Wonder Man was a big success for Marvel. And I don't think a lot of people saw this coming. I don't even think a lot of people knew it was coming. I don't think many people knew that Wonder Man was going to be on Disney Plus this recently and be this good.
I don't even know if that many people have watched it yet. It's just a lot of it's just word of mouth of people. The people who are still in on Disney Plus that are still watching some stuff. They're like, hey man, this is good. Come back. So I know I was as low as you could possibly be for this. Like you literally had to say, hey, we need to watch this. And I'm like, fuck it. Finally, we'll do it. You know,
we had that conversation as a podcast. We're like, are we going to do Wonder Man? They're just like, no.
Let's be honest. I was fuck no. And we're not covering it now, but I'm very anti Disney Plus for multiple reasons. Actually, no, you guys just start watching Disney Plus. That's the only reason.
I mean, that's really it, right? Like, just not as many people watching it. It's weird because it's not even just the adults like us. There's even the kids. The 9-year-old in my house asked, hey, you want to watch this show with me? It's a Marvel show. She just didn't have the interest anymore. Didn't have the interest as to like what it was. There was no familiarity with the character. It didn't have the big CGI stuff. But I'm going to say this. I loved it. I loved every second of this show. You and I haven't talked about it. How was the experience for you watching Wonder Man?
It's okay. It's one of the best things they've done in a while.
Yeah.
I think it's being overhyped a little bit because the bar is spit so low.
That's fair.
I do think that it does a really good job of, it has really nothing to do with anything else that's going on in the MCU right now. It has nothing to do with Doomsday. As much as you need to know is actually Trevor Slattery, and that's a YouTube video. Like, you might not need to watch Iron Man 3 and Shang-Chi to get where we're at now.
They catch you up though, like they give you the cliff
easily.
notes of like, oh, you pretended to be a terrorist. Cool. And you got out of prison. All right.
And Shang-Chi, like, he wasn't even important. He was just kind of there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of like Everett Ross and Black Panther. You're like, why the fuck is this white dude here? You know? That's kind of what he is for that movie. So, you really don't even need that. And I think that's where Marvel has found it. Because you got to think all the way back to Netflix Marvel. They just kind of mentioned what was going on with the MCU, and it was his own thing, and it worked because it's like it made it easy because if you wanted extra show, you got it.
Yeah.
But if you were just in the movies, you're like, oh man, you need to watch 6 shows that aren't that good to understand what's happening for this 90 minutes.
So this show for me, I think, was just such a good breath of fresh air, and I think it's exactly what you said. The bar has been lowered so much. But I don't want to let that take away from what it actually did. Like, this was a good show that just sort of stood on its own, where I'm going to say it didn't feel like a Marvel show at any point. It almost didn't even feel like it needed to be a Marvel show at any point. That's probably what got me to watch. But as I was watching, I didn't go to the next episode because it was Marvel. I wasn't intrigued in the story because it was Marvel. I actually just genuinely enjoyed the story. It reminded me a lot of The Studio on Apple TV Plus. And then the Marvel of it all was sort of just the punctuation at the end, where they're just like, oh, by the way, this will probably connect to a greater universe.
Yeah, it could even, where it's just like, hey, you got powers and we need help or something. But like, again,
which, by the way, it's been confirmed that we will see Wonder Man in one of the upcoming Avengers movies. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, reports are already out.
I think they were waiting to see how he responded to if we're going to get him in Doomsday or not, which fuck, man, that's not what I wanted. Literally, I was going to say, I was like, Doomsday, if this does well, they're going to start rewrites immediately. It's like, how do we get Wonder Man in here? And that's the problem, man. Like, that's the issue. Like, let Wonder Man just do his thing.
And I wonder if it becomes just sort of like a thing that they throw in at the end. Like, it becomes okay, well, we need some new recruits. I heard of this guy. And then, boom, we end up with Wonder Man.
It pops off the glasses, does like the Johnny Cage shit, whatever. Just
I mean, I don't hate him being Marvel's Johnny Cage. I kind of love that. Not gonna lie. Looking around online, Jag, we like it, and I think I'm a little higher on it, but overall, the internet's been really high on Wonder Man. 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which is like great for IMDb.
I'd give it a 7.
Okay, yeah, and then it's a 74 on Metacritic, which these are also like both. I'd say IMDb and Metacritic, like, they don't really give out lots of 9s and 10s all that often. So to be in that 70-80 range for a TV show like this, that was a limited series, especially an MCU property, It's a big win for them. It's a big win for Marvel. It's a big win for Destin Daniel Cretton, who was the director of this, the director of this and showrunner of this. He also did Shang-Chi, and he will be doing Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day. He also had writer and other co-showrunner Andrew Guest on, who did Hawkeye for Marvel, and he wrote episodes of Community. So this was a good team that was running this thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited for Brand New Day as well, because I feel like we're gonna have a much needed change for Spider-Man. Because not to hate on I forgot the director, but it had like the '80s feel, kind of like the Stranger Things feel of like the boyhood coming of age. Like now we're kind of past that. That having like Destin Daniel like Cretton, especially the action of Shang-Chi, and now
you talking about
that
John Francis Daly that did the first one?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the second one too. Who did that one as well? Like it's.
I'll look that
like
up while you're talking.
Yeah. But anyway, like having a more adult look and having Spider-Man in a different lens now that we got this next chapter after high school, I think it's needed. You know, like we're actually getting Spider-Man in his own suit again for like a whole movie and not just all Tony Starked up. So.
By the way, it was John Watts who did.
It's John Watts.
Yeah.
That's Yeah, that's.
I like this because I think we're going to end up with a grounded Spider-Man, which is what we've all kind of wanted, and something where it's not like even how Nick Fury says, like, or fake Nick Fury, I guess, spoilers, where he's like, "Bitch, you've been to space." Like, I don't necessarily need all that. I know we're going to get that with Secret Wars and all the Avengers Doomsday stuff. I'm really intrigued to see what they can do here, because this is one of my favorite things that a director, writer, or showrunner can do, is make me care about a character I do not care about. James Gunn has been able to do that with Peacemaker. He's done that with the Creature Commandos, and he's pretty much doing that with a lot of the DC universe now. Marvel hasn't always succeeded at that. And I think one of the other ones where they did that was Miss Marvel. Jag, what were your thoughts on that one? Because I really liked that one as well. Oh boy.
I liked it better than
Okay.
Miss Marvel. It's not for me.
Okay.
That's one where it's not for me. Dude.
I
Like,
remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's good for what it is, and it's like, and I know I'm not using this as an insult. It is back when Disney Channel originals were great. This is what Miss Marvel felt like very much an elevated Disney Channel original for younger kids, particularly girls, and that wasn't for me. Loki's still goated on shows for me.
Okay.
But I would say that Wonder Man is better than Falcon. Where I want to compare and contrast would might be Miss Marvel. Like that might be the line, because they're two different audiences. So this might be the second from Loki. Now I think about it.
Yeah, it felt pretty similar, because there is so much about this character sort of finding themselves, and it's really the first time that we get introduced to a Marvel character, or like a big Marvel hero, not in a film. That rarely happens to us, where we're getting. I can't think of any other two besides Wonder
Just
Man
Miss Marvel
and Miss Marvel
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Moon Knight.
Oh, okay, yeah, Moon Knight. Oh, well, we don't even know what the hell's going to happen there, but yeah.
I know, dude. Moon Knight started hot, but like it's like
then you got like talking hippos and stuff, and
yeah, dude, that ended.
Marvel does
whack,
that.
Man.
I was getting really nervous as I was watching this, because I'm like, they're doing so good, and Marvel does this. Great exposition. Then you start to get a little rocky. And then they always give you, all right, big CGI battle, superhero landing. Let's do the thing where we fuck it all up with a finale. And I was getting very nervous. And I was like, oh, Ben Kingsley. I won't I'll try not to spoil it, but you're watching a video about this, so spoilers. When Ben Kingsley is not involved towards the end, I go, oh, this is going to be their opportunity to now do a big CGI battle. But what's it going to be like? What's going to be the whole thing? And they didn't. They didn't need to do it. They used a little bit of CGI for some stuff to show powers, but I was so pleasantly surprised that they didn't Marvel it up at the end.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And the whole point, it feels very Alan Moore, The Boys-ish in a good way, where it's an anti-superhero thing, where like the whole point, it's like, man, they're dangerous. That's why we have this law. We can't have you in movies. R.I.P. Josh Gad. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Josh Gad will return in Avengers Doomsday. Man, okay, so we talked about Miss Marvel, but Iman Vellani, she's been getting known for doing this, is like leaving reviews on Marvel projects because she, like us, is a fan. You know, she's just like us. And she wrote, "If you miss when the MCU was grounded and kind of weird and small and a little sad, or perhaps you felt like something's been missing lately and you can't quite put your finger on it, congrats, you found it. Watch Wonder Man." That, I think, is like very telling for one of the stars of the MCU to just be out there saying that.
Yeah.
It feels like almost everyone in the ship knows it's been going the wrong direction. Like they've just been sort of like, rowing the boat in opposite directions and just spinning in circles. And like for her to be Kevin Feige doesn't like anyone saying anything. And for her to be able to be open about it, it's almost like they're admitting like, okay, we know we've been fucking up for years. This is our attempt to be a little different.
Iman Vellani is like their best PR person. Tom Holland's the worst. Just, Tom Holland's like as soon as he gets that mic, he's ready to spoil.
Yeah. Like he actually can't say anything about the MCU because he will just say everything about the MCU.
Exactly.
Yeah, I loved hearing that from her. I did feel the same way. Jag, some of the things that I just love from this, because I don't want to break it down like too much because that's not what this is. But I mean, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, great. Sir Ben Kingsley, great. I think they got to play off each other really, really well. I like that they sort of continued to correct the mistake of the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. Or did you like that, what they did with the Mandarin in Iron Man 3?
I hated that movie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that movie whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And it really felt like, I hate to keep using the word grounded, but it felt like they were just trying to give you a different flavor, very similar to how Andor is comped to Star Wars, right? Like it's just adjacent. We're going to give you the same stories in the same universe, but we are going to make this a little bit more concentrated, where you can just say it doesn't need to connect to everything, and we don't need to have a big superhero battle.
And I love that you would use Andor, and my final thoughts on this is like, when you mean by grounded, it's not grounded where it's like we need to make Batman reasonable, like it's grounded as in, like you said, it doesn't need to have the same formula of exposition. Here's how he started, big battle, Hans Zimmer, finish. That's not.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm happy with how they left it open. Go watch Wonder Man. If you have watched Wonder Man already, let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Give it a grade. Give it a score. Scale of 1 to 10. What you think. Jag, for me, this is like an 8.5. I thought it was a very good show. I would gladly watch it again. I'd watch it with friends. I would recommend it to everybody.
7.5. 7.
Yeah.
That's good. Everyone's disappointed when I give 7s.
Because that's like you. You're like Jagger 7 May. Like that's. I'm not saying you're a 7, by the way. You're definitely a 9.5. I'm just saying.
I'm 6. Jagger 6.
No.
Damn it.
Look what they've turned you into.
I know. That's the first joke I think I've ever made. I'm 6, and I think it's because it's finally so bad that I'm ready to do it.
I'm so upset. I'm just going to ignore what's happening right now and do the thing where I tell everybody, if you're enjoying this, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your thoughts, because we're not just going to be doing the latest headlines every Tuesday and talking about the biggest things going on in entertainment, but we're also covering some of the biggest shows right now in streaming. So every Wednesday, actually just this Wednesday, we're going to be giving you the finale of Fallout Season 2. We're going to be recapping that and how it ends and everything that's happened before that. We have The Pit every Thursday. And then actually this week, instead of coming out on Sunday, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is going to come out on Friday, February 6th. So they're doing that a little bit early, HBO is, to avoid the Super Bowl. So The Pit, Night of Seven Kingdoms, Fallout. It's going to be a great week for everything on TV. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening all the way through. For myself, for Jag. We'll see you next time. Adios.